Welcome to the campus of St. Paul's School, where the St. Paul's Crusaders welcome in the Loyola Don Diegos for the CUDA Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us here on CUDA. I'm Booker Corrigan, joined as always by Ty Zanders. Ty, let's talk about how important every game is for playoff pictures.
Well, these two teams are always in the thick of it when it comes to the playoffs, and really it comes down to being the expected and unexpected. Loyola, we expected this. They lost lots of graduation, but they're performing pretty well. In St. Paul's, it's unexpected. They went winless last year in the MIAA, and they're doing a great job. Nationally ranked, coming off a few big wins, and they're impressive. Should be good today.
Let's talk about the keys for Loyola today. Obviously, their attack, led by Devin McNamara, does a good job finding the right guy at the right time, and it's vital that Kevin O'Toole, their face-off star, is able to battle hard at the face-off logo. In the cage for the Dons, sophomore A.C. Newton. I've been thrilled with the way he plays. And then my X factor, always Bennett Bradley, somebody who's everywhere on the field. And number 26, Cole Williams, thrilled with the way he has burst onto the scene. He is just a sophomore, but he's about 6'7", 290, and he brings it hard.
And for St. Paul's, it's their duo of Carter Flagg and Mikey Wynn. Mikey Wynn, a Cornell-bound transfer from Glen Elg High School. Those two attackmen will have to pick up the slack for the loss of B.J. Mathias, who's out today. He's in a sling, should be back on Friday, but the attack will have to step up. On defense, it's Michael Mayer, Travis Wood, and A.J. Fratkin. They will have to play great defense in front of sophomore keeper A.J. Beretta, who's doing a very good job as well.
We will be back with the opening face-off, but thanks for joining us here on CUDA.com, and a huge thank you to my good friends at Northwest BMW, styling me around in a new 750 Li, but I'm looking for an X5 pretty soon. So Northwest BMW gets a big shout out here from Booker Corrigan. And of course, the first quarter brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. Baltimore Crabs, locally grown, nationally known. Sophomore goaltenders, A.J. Barreto for St. Paul's and A.C. Newton for Loyola. It is rare that you see two top teams in the MIAA, both starting sophomores, but that is a credit to the strength of the middle school programs and the middle school coaches. I know one of the middle school coaches here at St. Paul's, Neil Keenan, does an amazing job developing players. Mike D'Amelia gets a little bit of control and now gains it. And the St. Paul's Crusaders have the first possession.
Big advantage this year having D'Amelio do a really good job. He's headed off to Denison, and he has been a huge part of St. Paul's getting those extra possessions. He'll battle to stay with Kevin O'Toole bound for Hopkins.
Alex McGovern driving lefty, goes for an invert. Early first quarter here, inside feed, shot, goal. Huge goal by Carter Flagg, the sophomore. It's like sophomore day here today, Ty.
Flagg's been great this year. He can feed and he can finish, and right there, he's doing the dirty work and laying out and scoring. Playing simple. He's headed to Princeton. I feel like you always see a big jump from maybe freshman to sophomore year, sometimes that's sophomore to junior year, and he's been outstanding.
D'Amelia wins the next face-off as well. St. Paul's playing make it, take it. And those are two wins over Kevin O'Toole, who I think is a tremendous face-off guy. We are spoiled here in the MIAA with quality face-off play, and that just goes back to all the great coaches in this league. We're 1 minute into it, 1-0 St. Paul's. Flagg pushes it up top to Luzon. And Jack Pollard going to take a little spin on an invert going against my man Bennett Bradley.
In Loyola, this is a sort of a no-name defense. They graduated a few guys, including Matt Dunn, who's off playing at Maryland, but they get the job done. I mean, a well-coached team, they do. A well-coached team like Loyola, they're going to graduate a good amount, but they'll come back, fighting, and they have. Of course, we caught them on Friday against McDonough, hoping to improve off of that loss.
Connor Sheehan, number 22, now has the ball guarded by number 31, Blaze Connor. checked on the pass. Mikey Wynn can't come up with it. Play on called. Referees for today's game. I had a great chat with them beforehand. David St. Hubbins, Bobby Fleckman, and Ian Faith doing the work. And as always, David St. Hubbins right in the right spot at the right time. Shot by Mikey Wynn, backed up by number 11, Liam Anderson. And another thing both these coaches do is they go deep into their benches. A trip delicious, but A.C. Newton there to bail out his defender. Andrew Franchetti, one of the great defenders for St. Paul's. But that was Parker Sessions. And now the Dons have their first meaningful possession here with Vic Licata touching it in. And here's Ryan Conrad, the highly touted sophomore for the Dons. And again, Ty, it's still sophomore day. Tim Nordberg shares it with Jack Lombardo, yet another sophomore. Up top to Conrad. A lot of room for the Virginia-bound sophomore. Great play and a nifty finish by Conrad. Goes left to right and gives me the easy layup win on that all-too-common race to nifty tie. Sleeping at the wheel.
All
9-minute
year,
mark.
really. Not doing too well. But
9-minute
Conrad
mark.
showing what he's capable of.
It was even reported that Alex Hurdle beat you to nifty in the McDonough Loyola.
Well, according to
game.
Danny Sweeney, of course he did. Conrad's still gaining comfortability this year, sort of dodging a long pole.
And again, St. Paul's winning the face-off. But Loyola, quick check. D'Amelia comes up with another loose ball. Ball pinballs around. Kevin Jackson makes a play on it to himself, but D'Amelia's going to pick it up and get it back to Barreto. Hopkins bound Travis Wood. Pass a little too high for Henry Reel. Bodies flying. Referee Ian Faith says he turned on it, and O'Toole looks like he's going to have the clear for the Dons. Nice check by Mikey Wynn, but no pressure there, and here is Devin McNamara.
We'll have the pleasure of watching the great matchup between Travis Wood and Devin McNamara. McNamara, that quarterback type. He's a nifty dodger, strong vision, and Wood a very solid cover man. Senior signed with Johns Hopkins.
Checked away from Conrad, and St. Paul's playing some nice defense right now, some good team defense as Mitch Gordon carries the pill, and now we get a good look at Mikey Wynn. Shot just wide by Henry Reel. No relation to Tyler Too Cool Rule. Shot by Wynn, gobbled up by A.C. Newton. And crease violation. First quarter of today's game brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs. Make sure you investigate your chance to get involved with their top prospect camp. A great organization, the Baltimore Crabs, who loves the idea of supporting so many of their tremendous student athletes who play in this great MIAA. The Baltimore Crabs, locally grown, nationally known. Cross crease feed, Jackson inside. No dice for Lombardo. And a good ground ball pickup by Henry Reel. Reel from a knee, gets it back to Michael Mayer. We get our first good look at Michael Mayer. He is a lanky guy who can play long stick midi or close defense. Here's McGovern.
Have to be impressed so far with the ability on the ground balls by the St. Paul's midfielders. Doing a really good job there. real splitting with freshman Mitch Gordon, that first line. As I mentioned, B.J. Mathias out today, likely to return on Friday. He's been great so far this year.
Double team on the low side, and we're going to get a hold. Great call by referee Ian Faith. Again, these officials in the MIAA always in the right place at the right time. Bobby Fleckman doing a good job running the time here. McGovern, Crazy Ivan, top of the box. And a procedural violation against McGovern's going to turn it over. And now we get a flag thrown. First flag of the day here, 5.5 minutes left, first quarter. And a desk pop.
St. Paul student section loving that shot there.
Yeah. And that was just about an octave high, maybe 2 octaves high. Man Up's brought to you by RipNet. Go to rip.net and register for the free social media platform that'll make you a better goal scorer. RipNet, absolutely free for your iPhone or Android system. Proud sponsor of the CUDA Man Ups this year. Conrad skip pass, great play. McNamara with the easy finish. Those skip passes are invaluable on man-up opportunities.
Not much of a surprise to see Devin McNamara finishing the job there on EMO. He's a valuable asset in that part of the game.
McNamara, one of the senior captains, along with defenseman Mike Fragey, midfielder Kevin O'Toole, and midfielder Bennett Bradley. O'Toole comes up with it, and the Dons now lead 2-1, 5 minutes left here, first quarter. A.J. Barreto pushed out of bounds, and it's going to be Loyola ball. Defenseman Bennett Moore, number 3, doing a nice job so far today, along with Travis Wood. And, of course, the aforementioned Michael Mayer. Chris Anderson splits right to left, inside feed, crease violation against the Dons. And it's going to be St. Paul's ball to clear. Michael Mayer picks it up full speed. And we got a little opening here, opportunity for Michael Mayer. Get to the point, man, and Mikey Wynn bangs it home. 2-2 your score, just like the day after a bad chili cook-off. We're knotted up at deuces.
And of course, that all starts with Mikey Mayer on the other side. He's been the most fun to watch the last few years. I remember when he was a wiry 6'5" sophomore. Now he's a flat-out dominant player all over the field, head of Georgetown.
Michael Mayer, one of those captains for St. Paul's, along with Andrew Nelson, Mike D'Amelia, and Travis Wood. It's like a potpourri of D1 future stars here in the MIAA. Bennett Bradley comes up with the wing play. 4:10 remaining, first quarter. First quarter brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club, a proud sponsor year after year for the CUDA.com Game of the Week. Loyola in their road blues, St. Paul's home whites. Booker Corrigan and Ty Zanders bringing you the call here on CUDA. Once again, bringing you amazing high school lacrosse action.
Well set, Pat, well set.
McNamara struggles on the catch, goes for the ground ball. Travis Wood and Mayer, and a great timeout by Coach Jack Crawford. Double team of Mayer and Wood. If I'm ever in that spot, I hope Jack Crawford calls a timeout for me as well. And I'm not Devin McNamara, by the way. 3:33 remaining first quarter. Huge thank you to the Baltimore Crabs for bringing the sponsorship here. And a huge shout out to Coach Joe McFadden, offensive coach here for the Loyola Dons. A career Loyola guy, and has done an amazing job putting the right kids in the right places. McNamara going against the short stick now. Cross crease feed, picked off on its way. Credit Zach Bull. Still no relation to Tyler, too. Cool rule. An effective double team against Mason Witzler. And Loyola regains possession. Full 2.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. A little short-armed on the pass. And Mikey Wynn draws the foul, and he's down. It looked like he was kind of just making the play to get the call, but I hope he's
nice
fine.
hustle play there.
Great hustle play by Mikey Wynn, and he is a gutty competitor. And as the stoppage was blown because of him being down, he does have to leave the game. I would be astonished if we don't see him again here in the first quarter.
Probably soon, too. He's the straw that stirs the drink for the St. Paul's offense. He's been huge for them this year. Really filling up a stat sheet. I think he's had probably averaging 3 or 4 goals a game, it seems like. He's been great.
Patient offense out of the Crusaders. Roger Boyce. And I tell you, Coach Mercado does a great job getting a ton of talent in. Carter Flagg driving left-handed. He opened the scoring here today, but we are knotted at deuces. Errant pass picked up by the Dons. And number 41, Sean Chesney. Conrad and Nordbrook, they will be balanced out with Jack Lombardo. First quarter brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. Their top prospect camp is a great learning camp as well as exposure opportunity for rising 8th and 9th graders. Check out the Baltimore Lacrosse Club, Baltimore Crabs, the locally grown, nationally known as we creep towards the last minute. Last minute brought to you by BD Diagnostics. Inside feed, shot, great save inside by Barreto. Travis Wood comes up with the ground ball, but a tenacious ride here by the Dons. Still a full 30 seconds. McNamara comes up with it, and it ekes through with some openings.
Gutsy ground ball there by Devin McNamara. Always enjoys seeing that little guy get in there and stick his nose in the dirt.
Jack Lombardo with the hitch move, shot just wide. And here's Kevin Jackson. And Barreto makes the quick save. Gets them all down the field, and that'll do it for the first quarter, brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. 2-2 your score. Thanks for making CUDA.com part of your sports viewing day. CUDA.com bringing you amazing games of the week. All the best high school lacrosse you can find is available on CUDA.com, and if you're looking to find out how good Salesianum is, check out the game they played on CUDA last Saturday against St. Augustine Prep. I would love to see Salesianum compete against some of these top MIAA teams because they have the team to compete at that level.